If you're a voiceover artist and you've never touched a DAW or tried laying a beat down, you're missing out on a serious creative and professional edge. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a full-on producer. You don't have to score movies or produce albums, but learning even the basics of music, timing, rhythm, structure, can completely change how you deliver scripts, how you hear tone, and how you understand flow. And I'm saying this as someone who lives in both of those worlds. So, let's start with rhythm, timing, pacing. Music taught me how to breathe with a structure, where to pause, where to hold back, where to push forward. I can't take all the credit though. It's mostly down to all the various artists that I recorded in my studio over the years. You can feel these pauses in voiceover, those reads that land just right, where the energy matches the script beat for beat. That isn't just natural talent, that's rhythm, that's feel. When you study music, even casually, you start to internalize tempo. Not just reading faster or slower, but understanding when to drop a word for impact, when to pull back to let something land. I've voiced scripts where I could almost hear a beat in my head while I was reading. That muscle came from music. Secondly, emotion lives in dynamics. So in music, dynamics guide the emotion. Louder, softer, brighter, darker. We do the same thing in voice. But here's the catch. If you've never worked with dynamics in music, it's easy to miss how subtle the shift can be. A whisper isn't just quiet, it's intimate. A loud delivery isn't just volume, it's urgency. Producing music helped me understand that it's not about how much sound you make, it's about how intentional that sound is. You don't need to be a composer to understand emotional range, but having even a basic understanding of musical phrasing will help you use your voice with far more control. Third, when you work with music, you become fluent in sound. You hear frequencies differently, you hear space, you hear contrast. As a voiceover artist, this matters. Because the truth is, clients may not know how to describe what they want, but they do know how it should feel. And if you know the language of sound, you can meet them halfway. You can say, oh, you want this more percussive, like staccato delivery. Or you're after something more legato or wavy, like a flowing tone. Suddenly, you're not just a voice, you're a collaborator. That kind of communication builds maximum trust. And trust gets you rehired. Number 4, music also taught me how to craft a vibe. And that's exactly what your demo needs. If you've ever wondered why your demo isn't converting, it might be because it sounds like a list of reads, not a story, not a vibe. Producers think in arc, in energy, in transitions. Even basic knowledge of how music is structured will help you organize your reads better. Pick better background music and know when to let your voice breathe. Your demo becomes more than just vocal samples. It becomes an experience. Number 5, taking all this into consideration will help you stand out in a crowded market. Here's the honest truth. AI is creeping in. The VO world is changing. What makes you valuable isn't just your voice, it's your understanding of storytelling through sound. Music gives you an extra edge. Whether you're voicing a gritty trailer, a playful ad, or a heartfelt PSA, your ability to bring emotional clarity through tone, timing, and texture is what separates you. And music is the best trainer for that. So to wrap up, you don't need to be a master producer, just enough to understand the flow, to feel the beat behind the read, to use silence like a snare and tone like a bass line. Music gave me a sixth sense for delivery. And if you're a VO artist trying to go deeper, more nuanced, and more emotionally connected, learn the basics of production. Trust me, it'll change your game. If you're a voiceover artist curious about learning music, or a producer dabbling in voiceover, drop a comment below. I'm living in both worlds and I love helping creatives connect the dots. Don't forget to subscribe if this spoke to you. I've got more coming on voiceover, music production, and freelancing, and how to make it all work together. Peace.